everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A with you guys. I've just asked you to ask me some questions about, you know, being a new mum and, you know, what mum life has been like and how I have experienced it so far. Yeah, so if you want to see some of the questions I'm going to be answering, please keep watching. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel because I try to upload every single Saturday. If you want to see me talk about, you know, what it's like being a mum and just some questions that you want to know, then please keep watching. So I've picked out a couple of questions as I've said, and I've probably picked up about 10, so I'm just going to be reading them out in order if I picked them, no particular order. And the first one is, how did you prevent stretch marks, etc., or did you not get them? I'm scared about that. So don't be scared, I promise you it's going to be fine. You know, it's part of having a baby. Don't worry, there are ways that you can prevent them, and they like fade away within time. I personally did get them. I was putting on like these creams every night, you know, on my stomach throughout the second trimester more, and then when it got to the third I sort of stopped doing it, and I don't know, and I don't want to say that's why I got them. I don't want to say if I kept doing it then I wouldn't have got them, because I might have. I personally think with stretch marks, this is just my opinion, if you're going to get them, you're going to get them, and if you're not going to get them. It depends on your skin type, you know, the elasticity of your skin, whether you have stretchy skin, you know. I personally did get them, I'll show you. I got them mainly, bit TMI, I got them on my bum a lot, behind, like, obviously I can't show that on camera, but I got a lot of them. They were bright red throughout the pregnancy and it wasn't pretty, but they have now turned a more light beige white colour and they're pretty much not even visible anymore, so they do go away. I still have a couple on my thighs, my inner thighs, and then I have some on my stomach, which I'll show you. Your stomach's just sort of more stretchy than it used to be. I'm not embarrassed to show it, and you know, it's just got some stretch marks there. Doesn't bother me, I love it. It reminds me of my beautiful boy. So yeah, I do have some stretch marks. If you want to try your best to prevent them, that's up to you. But like I said, if you are worried about them, don't worry, because even if you do get them, they will fade away in time. So this was part question, quite sad actually. It says, I recently lost my baby, but what was something you did in the first trimester to be healthy? So I just want to start by saying I'm extremely sorry for your loss. I cannot even imagine what that is like to go through, and I really hope I never have to experience that, and I hope no one ever has to experience that. But I hope you are healing and I hope you are doing well. A couple of things I did in the first trimester to stay, you know, with it was hydration, because I never have been a person that's drunk a lot, but I personally try to drink at least a litre of water every day, which is a lot for me. So yeah, that's definitely something I did throughout the first trimester, and again, I'm very, very sorry for your loss. I hope you are doing okay. So this question is, well, sorry, oh yeah, it's a question. Was going through your pregnancy hard? Yes, for like a main answer, I would say yes, because just for plenty of reasons. Of course, you know, some horrible symptoms, you don't feel great all the time. Towards the end, it's very hard, especially. Also really, like, you know, beautiful parts of it. But I would say overall, it is very hard. It's different for every person. I personally found it hard. Someone else might find it amazing, but I wouldn't say I loved it. But it's definitely worth it. So yeah, it sort of like weighs up in different ways. So I got a couple of these questions. This one is, how's your little boy sleeping? And the other one was, does he sleep through the night yet? He doesn't sleep through the night yet, but he is doing much better than he was obviously throughout the newborn stage, because obviously newborns do wake up through the night quite a lot for feeds. But at the moment he's only waking up twice in the night, and he's just turned 4 months, so I'm very, very proud of him. I personally am happy with what River's doing, and I wouldn't obviously try and intervene with his routine. He can just, you know, decide his own routine, and he will eventually, you know, just sleep through the night by himself, and that's completely up to him when he decides to do that. So he's waking up for a feed at like 2 AM and then maybe like 5, so it is better. I am getting more solid sleep than I was at the start, so I'm very grateful for that. So yeah, that is how he's sleeping at the moment. This question is, was it hard giving birth, as I'm 7 months now, very anxious? So congratulations, I'm super happy for you. It's obviously very exciting, you're getting very close to the end. Of course it is hard, I'm not gonna lie and say it's not hard. everyone's labour is hard. It's just that some are harder than others, depending on the situation, depending on what happens, because it can be very unexpected. Things can happen that you didn't expect to happen, but I think you just have to take it as it happens, and everything will work out in the end, so it will be okay. And if you're surrounded by, you know, people that you love and that support you, and yeah, the best thing is that I would give any advice to anyone who's worried is just think that at the end of everything you're going to get what you've been waiting for 9 whole months, and you're going to get to meet your baby. That's what got me through it. So this one is quite interesting. It says, do you feel your friends etc have changed since you've had a baby? So for me, no, and I feel like that might be because I only have one friend. I get like people can have big friend groups, and you sort of learn, without being pregnant or not, if you do have a big friend group, some people are going to turn out not to be real, because I'm sorry, but you can't be friends with that many people and they all be loyal and like really, you know, sort of got your back type of people. I personally have one best friend who I've been friends with since I was 4, and I'm not saying it's wrong to have loads of friends. I mean, that's great for you. Personally, I have one friend and I'm happy with it that way, and she has honestly been absolutely amazing. Shout out to Ellie. Since I had River, she has just helped me like so much. I couldn't even imagine what it would have been like with her not helping me, because she has helped me so much. She's like a sister to me, really. So my friend hasn't changed at all. If anything, we've become even closer friends since I had River, because she's just really amazing with children and she's such a natural. So yeah, definitely not for me, but I can say I have heard that from other people that have had a lot of friends when they've had babies, and you know, it's just what happens. You lose friends, but like I said, the main thing is you've got your baby, and that's all that matters. I'm 17 and just got told I'm 24 weeks pregnant. So I mean, I'm not quite sure how you're feeling about that. You might have mixed emotions. It's obviously quite exciting and scary at the same time, finding out you're pregnant, especially being a young age. I can relate. I was 19 when I found out, but you know, you will get used to it and it's going to be so good. And honestly, I really do think having children at a young age is a really beautiful thing, because not only do you get to watch them grow up, you sort of grow up with them. So don't worry about it. I'm sure you will get lots of support and help, and you know, if you need any advice, please comment down below. I can give you advice. I'm sure lots of the lovely people in the comments can give you advice, and you will be amazing. So I thought I'd answer this because it's always nice to like help someone with something that they want to know, and I don't want to gatekeep. Not baby and mum related, but what do you use to edit your thumbnails? PicMonkey. I use PicMonkey, straight to the point. I've been using it ever since I've had YouTube, and it works great for me. So yeah. I'm terrified of the thought of giving birth. Please reassure me. So do you know what? It will be fine, as I've said. What I always told myself was, if I'm in so much pain where I just can't take it anymore, there's always medication available, painkillers, so don't worry about it. Do the best you can, and if you feel like you can't do it anymore, then have the epidural. I did, and it was the best thing I ever done. Thing you dreaded that is actually easy, and something that's surprisingly hard. Something I dreaded, I would say maybe I was a little worried about not knowing how to do things and doing things wrong, but you honestly learn. Once you have your own baby, you learn so quickly. So I guess that's something I was worried about, but I didn't dread anything. Something that's hard, which I thought was going to be really easy, was breastfeeding. But it's such a beautiful thing, and if I could do it until River was like 1, I would. How was the first week with a newborn? One word: nerve-wracking. Couple of words: scary, terrifying, amazing, emotional. Just, you're so emotional, like it's crazy. You just come back from the hospital, you've been just on your own, you and the baby, and then you're just with everyone again, and everyone wants to see the baby and everyone wants to come round, and it can be overwhelming. But honestly, once you get through that first week or couple of weeks, it's gonna be like just so good, and you're gonna absolutely love it. And once you get into like your little pattern and your routine, it feels so much more like, you know, easy to see what you're doing. So this says, I just found out I'm 4 weeks. How do I settle my mind? I'm scared because I'm so early. So I completely understand how you feel. I'm guessing you're talking about, you know, maybe like the thought of something happening. I was exactly the same. It is very scary up until like the 12-week mark. I would personally say I was even worried after that, but you know, you just have to like take every day as it comes. You know, you have the best team around you of midwives supporting you, and do the best thing you can, you know, do things to prevent anything from happening, and just do your best. And you can only do your best, and if something happens, it's not your fault. I know it doesn't make it better, but it's better to think that it's not your fault and it wasn't anything that you did. And honestly, you will get used to it, and you'll panic at first, but as the day goes by you will get used to it, and then before you know it you'll be like 20 weeks and you won't be so worried. So the last question I'm going to be answering is, do you want to have another child? So yes, I definitely want to have another child, and I didn't know if that would have changed after I had a baby, because you know, everyone's like, you know, wait till you have a baby and then answer if you still want another child. I do still want another child. I would love to have a girl one day. I honestly don't really care what the gender is, but that is definitely one reason I would like to have another child. But even if it was a boy, I'd still be completely happy. But I feel like a lot of people could relate to that. Maybe if you had a girl, you would want to have a boy, or see what it would be like to have a boy. So yeah, but it wouldn't be anytime soon, but obviously if it happened, you know, I would be happy. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching. I really hope it helped you, you know, with some of the questions that you wanted me to answer. Obviously I can't answer everything, but I do try my best to answer as much as I can, because I do get a lot of questions. But I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you in some type of way. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel, because like I said, I do try and upload every Saturday with a new video for you guys. Also comment down below any suggestions of maybe a new video idea, because I do need ideas in order to upload. It's quite hard sometimes, but yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you for always being so supportive and loving, and I really do appreciate every one of you guys. Even though I can't see and speak to all of you, just know I really do care about you. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.